In times of Brexit, the partnerships between British and German universities are still a major factor in the exchange. Why is that?
There's a established trust between the institutions from working together for so many years. We've been working together when it comes to student exchange and faculty exchange, and we've also been working together in research, publications, and also joint grant approvals. I think it's very important that we continue with this type of collaboration.
What impact can those scientific partnerships have on the overall relationships between Germany and Britain in these difficult times?
Well, I think student exchange is part of European integration, and the Erasmus program has been one of the big success stories of the European Union. So I think they fit in very nicely into the overall goals that we are pursuing with the EU. And it's very important that we keep this up, even if we lose Erasmus funding. And we hope that it will be kept up, or perhaps we will find an alternative funding mechanism. But we also need to prepare for the worst case. What happens if there is no more EU funding for these types of exchanges with our British partners?
And what do you suggest? How should we prepare?
Well, I think there's a few things we can do. One is we could set up bilateral programs. Now, it might not be the same numbers, and probably will be detrimental also to the less privileged students who are very dependent on the type of additional Erasmus funding. However, we have seen that with other countries in the world that are not part of the Erasmus scheme, we are able to have meaningful student exchange relationships as well. For example, with the US or with Brazil.
Have you noticed an impact on the exchange due to the Brexit?
Not as of yet. Of course, there's some uncertainty, but it hasn't shown up in the numbers, and we're very happy about that. There's stability in these relationships. Quite the contrary, at the moment, we're seeing some strength in the research collaboration.
You just recently met a number of your colleagues from Britain, presidents from British universities. Do they have the same approach, the same will to continue?
Yeah, I'm very happy that the interest in these partnerships is mutual, and I'm very happy that we're all working together to lobby for a continuation. We need to talk, of course, to British lawmakers. We need to talk to EU lawmakers, and we have to really emphasize the voice of the universities and also on behalf of the students that we wish to have further funding, ideally through the Erasmus program.
Which arguments will you bring forward to convince those lawmakers, but also politicians, to support you further in this case?
I think the best argument we have is the success story this program has been. There have been thousands and thousands of students that have benefited from this type of exchange. There's new knowledge, new competencies that they can gain by going abroad. They can improve their language skills, their intercultural skills. And I think it's a wonderful preparation also for their employment later on in life, where many of the issues they will be working on are cross-border issues.